Finally, it was time and I had to leave my six-figure paying legal career to start up my own business. Back to my channel. My name is Amuli Enemwa. I'm a business coach and a corporate trainer. This space is to help business owners, entrepreneurs with a little bit of lifestyle content to help you be better so that you can build a life and a business that you love. I'm going to teach you guys 5 easy steps for you to transition from a 9-to-5 job so you can quit and then go into business full-time. Listen till the end because I have a bonus point for you that you really love. When I did this, I didn't have a lot of information, I didn't have a lot of details, and I really wish somebody could have been able to hold my hand step by step to walk me through this process so I can show you how you can be able to quit your job in 6 months or less and be able to build your own business full-time. So stay tuned, and if you're meeting me for the first time, go ahead and subscribe so you can get content like this and make sure you do not miss anything. The first one you want to do is to start small. When I started my business, I bootstrapped it. I didn't have money because I was still working my job and my job was my primary source of income. It's very important for you to understand that you should start small. All the big businesses that you know started small. The easiest way to start up a business is start from what are you good at? What comes naturally to you? Do you like to speak? Do you like to write? How do you like to help people? But most importantly, you can think about it. What are those things that really piss you off? For me, I started my first business with event management. I used to go to family functions and be absolutely pissed off that things are all over the place. If I go for a party, before you know it, I've taken off my shoes, I've gotten into the flow of things, I started to help other people to organize stuff. And from there, I started to be the family event planner and to a couple of friends. From there, it became a business. And the good thing was, I could be able to do this in addition to my current job. So I want you to sit down and think, what is that thing that I can do? What is that thing that I can start? And make sure that you can start small. The second thing you want to do is to save. Because you can start up a business, but you need money. So if you say, I'm going to quit my job in 6 months or less, I'm going to quit my job in 12 months, you have to have a plan. The first one, we've set our goal, we've figured out what business we want to do, we've researched it and found out how much is this going to cost us, how much will I need to start up this business. Then I'm going to go ahead and start to save. What is my monthly income? What is my expenses? What can I put aside in addition to all of those things to allow me to save towards that business? It's very important that as you put that goal on your vision board, you know exactly what you're working towards. So make sure you are saving because you don't want to create a lot of loans as you're still working. You don't want your business to start off and have a lot of debt immediately. So saving is a fantastic way for you to be able to sponsor your business with your current 9-to-5 job. And as you stand to build that business, eventually that business can be able to replace your full-time income. Third thing is start part-time. Now, if you want to test the temperature of the water, you want to do that with one leg. You don't want to jump into the ocean with 2 feet. And I feel like that's the most beautiful thing about starting your own business when you have a job. It's almost addictive. For me, I got to a point where I was earning way more than I was from my businesses than I was doing in my income. I knew it was time to go, but then I still felt like, oh my gosh, I love that consistent income. You know, when you have a business, you're not sure where your income is coming from every single month. But I built my business to a point where it didn't make sense anymore. I was too busy, really exhausting me, but most importantly, my businesses were making way more than my 9-to-5 job. So start part-time is the magic, but it's not going to be easy. It's important for you to understand that you would have to be a midnight and weekend warrior. That's how I built my fashion business. I did it midnights, I did it weekends for my events. So typically, this is me when I get back to my work. I would fix my home, everything I needed to do, go to bed, sleep, and then wake up for an hour or two and sketch my designs, prepare everything I needed to do, and get that handed over to my production team at my lunch break, close to my workplace, and went back to work. I did this for 18 months. It took me a whole 18 months to be able to leave my job. I could have left after 6 months or 8 months because my business started to build to a point where it made enough money for me to leave. But I was scared. You know, you say you're going to do it, but then you don't eventually do it. Now, starting part-time allows you to be able to take your business gently to the place that it needs to be. Another thing that is important for you, you're preparing to quit your 9-to-5 job and go into full-time entrepreneurship, is community. People don't talk about this, but this became very, very vital for me as I built a network marketing business. That was one of the businesses that I've built as well. And it relied on helping people be better. That's also one of the things that taught me to become passionate about business coaching and training others to be a better version of themselves. When I started that business, there was a community of people, leaders and mentors that were available to help you, to teach you this is what they did so that you can be able to do the same thing and find success. Now, on this journey of entrepreneurship, it can get very lonely. It can get very confusing. Sometimes you don't even know what you're doing. You're confused, you're worried, you're looking for somebody who could be able to direct you. If you have a community, when things get tough, you can find reference points. Personal development, it is very, very vital. Do not go on this journey by yourself. You can start off by yourself, but try and find community, Facebook group, friends, family, support group, people that have done what you want to do, or people that are doing what you're doing, or people on the same entrepreneurship journey. Just find resources in a community that can be able to support you. It is very important for when things get lonely, you don't quit by the way. The fifth one is setting a deadline. If you do not set a deadline as to when you're going to leave, you might never leave. And what is finally going to happen is either you get fired or your business goes to a point where it starts to suffer. You decide, I'm going to give myself 6 months or 1 year. This is my target. This is when I need to leave. Two things that's going to do for you is it will get you focused on building that business to get to where it needs to be so that you can be able to quit your job. But it also allows you to have a vision of where you're going so that you can easily transition and leave your 9 to 5 job. Now, if you have a high level or mid level, whatever job you have, certain companies require you to give certain notices. You don't want to just quit your job and just run away and give a bad name. I had to give a notice period, so I had to make sure that I get my notice period. I transitioned my company out into me running my own full-time job, but I made sure that I gave the notices and prepared my employer for my exit. When you finally feel like your business has what it takes for you to quit your job and go full-time, I would say congratulations. The bonus point is manage your expectations. You might exaggerate what you can do in a year and underestimate what you can do in 5 years. When I started my business, my expectations with my business are going to pick up, hey, in 2-3 months, I'll be able to quit my job. But that's not the case. Life happens. I didn't quit my job till after 18 months of starting, even though my business started to make enough money after 6 months to replace my full-time salary. You have to manage your expectations. When you look at your business, you might expect to make this certain kind of income, but you might not. So having expectation and managing your expectation is very, very important for any business, particularly even when you have a 9 to 5 job. Managing your expectation, you really want to expect that. As you leave your 9 to 5 job, remember, your business is not a job. It might not make the same income for you every single month, but you put a plan in place and know that this is my bill, this is my expectations. I've run this for a period of time and now I can successfully transition from my 9 to 5 job to my business. So that's the 5 easy steps for you to be able to quit your job in 6 months or less and easily transition from a 9 to 5 job all the way to entrepreneurship. If you want more details or you want somebody to hold your hand step by step to be able to start your business, from your business idea to the structure, to the ideas, to the marketing, everything required for you to start up a business, build it successfully, and exit your 9 to 5 job, click the link in the below to buy my book. It's called The Fool's Guide to Business Startup. It has absolutely everything, including some activity sheets that can be able to help anybody who's starting a new business to start their business in addition to their 9 to 5 and transition easily to full-time entrepreneurship. I hope this has been able to help you. Until next time,